When a scandal ran through the Veterans Administration, Congress moved quickly to both investigate and fund major changes inside the system nationwide. But many of the problems that existed before the scandal still plague veterans seeking medical benefits through the VA. And as reporter Heath Allen tells us, money alone apparently will not solve the problems. Heath?
Well, Scott, earlier we introduced you to Joe, an Army veteran still trying to get medical benefits through the VA here in New Orleans. But it was what he found at his front door recently that was astonishing.
There's so many problems, and there's no single fix.
We'll call this anonymous Army vet Joe. He couldn't believe what he found on his front porch a couple of months ago. Somebody else's medical records.
Somebody else's medical records, yeah.
2 7-inch stacks of military medical records for 2 other soldiers. And he hadn't even requested his own records. And if I'm not mistaken, they were like originals. These
Yes.
were their medical records.
Correct.
They were sent to your house.
Sent to me.
You probably have been, were you trying to get your own and got theirs?
No.
Or you just got theirs?
I just got theirs.
And what did you do?
I contacted Congressman Scalise's office.
So then, next thing you know, he gets this big ream of documents, and it's not his health records, it's another veteran's health records.
Louisiana Congressman Steve Scalise, the House Majority Whip, stunned. But it reveals a problem really only veterans will encounter.
And unfortunately, the VA is still using a 1930s type system. They're actually still processing payments by paper.
Clearly, says Congressman Scalise, it's one of the roadblocks creating the backlog of veterans waiting for medical care.
When every private hospital is automated, doctors' offices are automated, and yet when you go to the VA, still so much of that is done by hand, by paper, and it's incredibly inefficient.
That transition and that handoff of care from one healthcare system to another healthcare system, transitioning from a patient from one medical record system to the VA medical record system, even though they may be 2 very, very, very good electronic medical record systems, introduces risk. And so those are the kind of things that keep me awake at night.
The VA does recognize the issue, but overhauling the system would be challenging and costly. For Joe, it's just been a nightmare.
It's nuts. I mean, it's hard. I get told all the time by my wife it's like a second job.
His claim has been delayed because the VA says he missed physical therapy appointments that he never had. He has documents for other appointments that he did attend, but the VA says he missed. And this.
Effective December 1st, 2014, if I don't prove that I didn't receive any drill pay, reserve component pay, in 2012, they'll deduct $1,420 from my VA payment. I got out of the military in 2010.
Joe says such stories among vets are legion.
Frankly, it feels like I kept my promise, and now I'm lost in the shuffle, and they're not very interested in keeping theirs.
The VA has some challenges, like every other healthcare system does. But the VA does some really, really good things for veterans.
Joe will be the first to tell you that the medical care he gets is excellent. Once he can get to it, the matter is just getting there.
This is a basic commitment that we owe to our veterans who made this sacrifice for our nation.
Joe took the medical records sent to him by mistake to Congressman Steve Scalise's office, and now they've been returned. And here in New Orleans, Veterans Administration officials say they are making improvements daily in service, but with an increasing veterans population, they say, quote, we're not going to meet their needs without additional funding. Scott?